is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Burndown YouTube channel. Today is the day we are taking the boom on a maiden voyage. So we're gonna cruise around a little bit. We're not banging on nothing. I put a little heat wrap over there. I think I cooked my other alternator yesterday. I had the thing idling and the alternator got smoking hot and it basically decided it didn't want to play anymore. So I just put a little wrap portion. We're gonna have to change this, but I had a steering box there, so now I can cut this and turn it and then just, you know, give a good air gap so they don't cook alternators. But I don't really have time because we gotta go to LSFS West. So we did that. We got the transmission cooler fan I didn't beat you guys up with, but we got it hooked up there. We got the ignition on, it's on the panel now. So you just touched on the overhead up here. So we'll just keep an eye on trans temp and hit that and bada boom, it should cool. And it idles, we adjust the fuel pressure and all that fun stuff, and then the fans kick on, so we are good to go. So what I'm going to do is we'll throw a bit of a tune in it. You know, I'll just throw the laptop in it. I'm not even gonna worry about it. So we'll throw a laptop in it. We'll ride with what we got. I don't really anticipate, we're not doing anything too crazy, so hopefully it's nice to me. But I think what we'll do is we'll just take a little trip over. I went to see if my buddy Chris was around, so I got this thing. If you watch the video, this is a BT100 battery tester. This thing is, it's pretty cool. It's 50 bucks, I think, like on Amazon. I don't get anything for it. I don't have an affiliate link or anything, but they asked me to review it. I tried it, I think it works well. I've got a bunch of batteries, but I got a buddy that has an automotive repair place, and he was actually cool enough to give me the battery that's on the floor that I tested in the video. And he gave that to me for the Twinnebago, so I could just kind of get it up and running. Well, it ended up not working, and then I thought it was good, and I charged it, and I was gonna use it for a house battery. Long story short, he was cool when I needed something. He's like, here, bro, here's a battery, it's charged, it should be good. And he just, you know, didn't expect nothing or whatever. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take a ride over in the boom. We're gonna pay it forward. And I just use this thing to test in a video. It works bitchin'. This is gonna work bitchin' at his shop because he gets cars in and out all the time. He can throw this on there, know if there's a good battery, if he's chasing problems or whatever. And he's local, so it's a close drive, good little jaunt for the boom. And if I ever need a battery tester, I know a guy that's gonna have one. So let's go see if he's around. Let's see how this thing does. Man, it's gonna feel good to drive this down the street. So we'll throw the laptop in there. We'll fire this turd up. Let's get rolling. All right, I heard back from Chris. Before I trick myself, and I'll be like, oh, my transmission doesn't work. It can't move. Heard back from him. We're gonna take a cruise over to the shop real quick. We'll give him that BT100 and we'll just kind of cruise around town a little bit and we'll see how this thing does. I'm curious, and I think I may have shot myself in the foot, but the oil pressure doesn't seem to be where I'd like it to be. And I'm thinking it's the O-ring on the oil pump. I already have two more, and they're the fatter green ones, and I have a red one in there. So we'll see how she kind of does when we get it real nice and warm and toasty hot. If it's not where I want it, we're gonna drop the pan, and I'm gonna change that one that's on the oil pump because that was, I knew when I was putting it in that I was like, I wasn't 100 with it, but I'm like, it worked before. Not a good way to go about life. So let's get out of here, boys. Oh, they turned your car on, dude. At least the wife's car runs. Yeah, move the parking block, but don't give yourself juice. Oh yeah, my blinkers are broke too. I guess I gotta remember that. I don't know if I got taillights either, but we're just gonna roll with it. I got insurance, so. There she is. It's alive. Let's turn the transmission fan on now. Bada boom, bada bing. That's it. Holly controls the fans up front, so I'll just have to remember to do the transmission fans, but I've got some gauges here so I can eyeball it. But yeah, let me throw my belts on. We'll get rolling. Yeah, we're 30 PSI at 153 degrees, but when it gets hot, it drops down. It was like 20, and I think it went below like 20 at idle, which I know it's okay, but I'm a worrywart. You guys know that by now. Let's go. Man, does it feel good to be in a car that rolls down the street under its own power. Let's see the old 1-2. All right, transmission's cold, but it did grab the next gear, so I like it. Let's cruise over and see how Chris is doing. Don't have hand signals to use, but we'll pretend like we do. Put her back in the first. All right, we're only at 183 and the oil's already at like 24, 20 something. So we'll keep cruising. I mean, if it stayed around 20, I'm at 850 idling. That's not bad, but I mean, if it gets much lower, I think if it gets down in the teens, no bueno. So he's right down there, so let's cruise over there real quick. I'll keep an eye on stuff. I'll bring it back when we roll up. All right, we made it. It's about 19, 20 pounds of oil, so we'll cruise around a bit more. If it stays there, I think I could live with that, but I still don't. It's not my favorite. Let's just say that. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Got your camera, brought you a gift.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So there you go, it's a battery tester.
All right.
So, all right, I'm gonna BS with him for a little bit, show him the car, and then we'll mob around a bit more. I'll let you guys know. Chilling at a stoplight, I started a data log, and then my oil pressure is like 19, 18, 20-ish. So I don't have to stare at the screen. We're just gonna mob around. I'll let the data log run, and then when we get home, I can see if it's fluctuating under RPM, if it's staying steady. But right where it is at idle is not the end of the world, but I'm like, eh. So we'll see by the end of this trip. We'll debate and see if we want to go ahead and pull that O-ring or not. Yeah, so here's our answer. Like 15, 16 at 850 RPM. I know it's within GM spec, but no bueno. So, I don't need to look at the data logs. I thought maybe, you know, we could check them out. It is moving with RPM. It moves pretty good, but we didn't get on the freeway or anything like that. It's the first time out. I just wanted to keep it real local. But all in all, this thing is doing phenomenal. Other than this boy, this thing's still taking some heat. I got that thing wrapped, but it gets pretty close. I got maybe a hand in there, and alternators do not like heat. They're not excited about heat. So I know we have time and it's not the best, but it's not that hard to get to. So I don't want to screw myself later. So we're gonna cut this, fix that, and then we're gonna have to take everything off the top end, put a plate on here, jack it up, and then we should be able to do that O-ring in the car. Not the best job. It's not gonna be easy. It won't be like an afternoon deal. So we drove it around though. I'm excited. I'm not gonna get down on it because it worked. It shifted. Look at that, boys, bone dry. So we are batting really well. It's running good. The transmission felt good. You know, I didn't bang on nothing. So other than the oil pressure I don't like, we're gonna fix that. And then I just don't want to keep cooking alternators. I can't afford to keep buying alternators or replacing them or whatever. And I know that if I don't do it, this is gonna fail. Is that like rat turd or something? That's great. This is gonna fail when I don't need it to fail, like at LSFest West. So I'm gonna add some stuff to the list. I'm gonna regroup. I'm gonna take this afternoon off, relishing my victory. We're gonna start hitting it hard, and I'd like to get those things wrapped up by the weekend if we can. It's still early on in the week, but yeah, doing the oil pump O-ring thing and cutting and fabbing that, fab always takes a while. So if we can be running again by the weekend, I would be really excited. But you know what? We have time. Let's just do it right so we can go have a good show, have a good time, hopefully get some races, make some memories, make some friends. You guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, share. Till next time, I'm out.